Good evening, and welcome. Tonight's top story centers on a developing dispute between Democratic Senator Elissa Slotkin of Michigan and the United States Department of Justice, following an investigation into a video she helped organize that encouraged members of the U.S. military to resist what it described as illegal orders. The matter has drawn national attention after President Donald Trump publicly criticized both the video and the lawmakers involved, adding to already heightened political tensions surrounding the episode. According to details reported in the article, Senator Slotkin has formally declined to take part in voluntary interviews requested by federal authorities. In letters obtained by the Associated Press, her attorney notified the U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, Jeanine Pirro, that the senator would not agree to an interview concerning the video and asked that all documents related to the matter be preserved, citing preparations for what was described as anticipated litigation. A separate letter addressed to Attorney General Pam Bondi again rejected an interview with the FBI and called for the immediate end to any inquiries connected to the video. Slotkin has spoken publicly about her approach to the situation, saying she intended to confront the investigation directly. In her words, she said she took this step in order to go on offense and to place federal officials in a position where they would have to justify their actions. She also said that the Justice Department should be prepared to accept responsibility for its decision to pursue an inquiry involving a sitting United States senator. The video at the center of the controversy was released in November and featured Slotkin alongside 5 other Democratic lawmakers. All 6 participants were described in the article as former members of the military or intelligence community. In the recording, they urged active duty service members to follow established military procedures and to reject orders they believed to be unlawful. The lawmakers argued that the Trump administration was creating divisions between military and civilian leadership and appealed to service members to remain faithful to U.S. law. The video prompted sharp criticism from Republican circles and attracted the attention of President Trump, who accused those involved of sedition and said that such actions could be punishable by death. After the video circulated, the Pentagon announced that it would investigate Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, another participant in the recording. The article reports that the FBI subsequently contacted the lawmakers for interviews, signaling what was characterized as a broader Justice Department inquiry into the matter. Despite initially receiving legal advice to proceed cautiously, Slotkin later chose to challenge the investigation more aggressively. She cited a series of security threats that she and her family had experienced, including a bomb threat at her farm and harassment directed at relatives. The article also notes that the death of her father occurred during this period, and that these events strengthened her determination to respond forcefully. Slotkin recalled telling herself that the situation would not stop unless she fought back. Her legal team, including former U.S. Attorney Preet Bharara, has emphasized that participation in the interviews was voluntary and has stated that she would not submit to questioning. In letters sent to both Jeanine Pirro and Attorney General Pam Bondi, Bharara urged that the investigation be terminated. He argued that Slotkin's constitutional rights had been violated and warned that litigation could follow if the inquiry continued. At the same time, Slotkin has not committed to a specific course of action should the Justice Department escalate the matter further. The article says she indicated she would carefully evaluate her options if a subpoena were issued. Senator Kelly, meanwhile, has also resisted potential disciplinary action from the Pentagon and is reported to have filed a lawsuit against the department over its efforts to reprimand him for his role in the video. The piece also situates the dispute within a broader political environment. It states that Slotkin has been communicating with the other lawmakers involved in the investigation, though she has declined to discuss what steps they might take in the future. The ongoing confrontation is described as unfolding against the backdrop of President Trump's continued criticism of political opponents, actions which the article says have sometimes had the effect of increasing those figures' public visibility. Kelly is reported to have raised significant campaign funds amid the controversy, and Slotkin, following her victory in the 2024 Senate race, is mentioned as a possible future contender on the Democratic ticket for the 2028 presidential election. In addition, Slotkin has encouraged members of her party to adopt a more confrontational posture toward President Trump and has called for what she described as a return to alpha energy. She has said that demonstrating resilience and a willingness to face challenges directly is necessary, adding that if she urges others to take risks, she must also be prepared to accept risk herself. The article concludes with a statement from SSBC Crack News noting that its editorial team focuses on delivering updates related to defense, geopolitics, military affairs, science, and technology. It describes the organization as committed to accuracy and credibility and to providing fact-checked and timely reporting for defense aspirants, veterans, and informed readers. That sets the stage for tonight's report. In the next part, we will begin a closer examination of how this investigation unfolded, the sequence of official responses, and the legal positions taken by Senator Slotkin and her attorneys as the dispute continues to develop.